And here we are, the Commissioner's Corner, episode 6. Let's keep this rolling. We appreciate all the feedback and appreciate all the input that everybody's given us. This has been fun. And we have a lot to talk about tonight. Definitely some players with full ball. We have MVP Cy Young, playoff ramifications, what's going on. But before we get going, yes, how was Shabbos?
Okay, first of all, I noticed. I don't think we planned this, but maybe we did. We're both not wearing caps today, and I noticed one glaring difference. First of all, I noticed the glare off my forehead, and I noticed that one of us has hair and one of us has no hair. So I think it's back to caps for me next week. Stop showing off, Ezzy.
No,
Stop
no,
showing off.
Yitz, you look good, Yitz. You look good. You look good, Yitz.
Light beard and I got more hair on my face than I have on my head, but whatever. Oh my
Yitz, you're always
God.
looking great. Yitz, you're always looking great.
Oh, oh yeah. Thank you,
Always
Ezzy.
looking
I need you
great.
in my corner. I hope my wife watches this. Um, Shabbos was great. It was nice. It was a long davening, Rosh Chodesh, double parsha, all that. More time for guys to come over, talk about MSL. A lot of full ball talk. People asking when we closing out? Can I still get in? When's the draft? Who are the captains? So a lot going on. We're just about there. We're close to 90. A little shy of 90 sign ups so far, which means obviously we're gonna get to 8 teams. Right when we get there,
Amazing.
we will close out. So if people are waiting, they might be locked out. Again, it doesn't matter how great you are. If you're an MVP and All-Star, you're not getting priority over someone else if you didn't sign up. So sign up as quickly as you can. Get in the draft pool, and we're looking forward. We have all the dates already set. We have all the fields reserved, and we're looking forward to another awesome season with new faces on new teams. How was
Awesome.
your
We got
Shabbos?
some new sponsors, and I'm assuming we're going to lock our registration this week, and we can
I'd
discuss
say in the next few
captains
days.
next week. Then at this, a lot of people are interested in being captains, and we're going to go through the list and the right personalities. So I guess we'll do that next month of Shabbos.
Yeah.
Shabbos
No,
by
next month is
me.
Shabbos. Next month is Shabbos is Tisha B'Av, and maybe during Eicha if you want.
Oh, I forgot about that. Oh, we have to work around it then.
Yeah, it's instead of the
I don't know what
WhatsApp
you
groups
dive
during
in.
Kiddush.
Shabbos was great, but before I get to my Shabbos this week, I owe a big apology to Aaron Schwartz. Last week, the Bennetts made a big Kiddush, and I mentioned everybody but Aaron. Listen, he was overshadowed by his nephews, Gav and Tubby.
Rightfully
Big
so.
MSL. I mean, they're better ball players than him. They're better guys than him. So it was automatically, but I have to give last week I saw Aaron Schwartz in his polo shirt, short sleeves, muscles bulging. Aaron looked great last week, so I'm going to throw the shout out. But what am I supposed to do? If he hangs out with his nephews, they're definitely going to overshadow him. This
Sure.
week we had great Shabbos, drank, ate, slept, learned, did everything, and I
Right.
had fired up fish platter. I'm telling
Ooh,
you,
ooh.
this is
Why?
not anything. I'm telling you, fired up fish platter. Yitzi Rosenwasser delivered it to my house Erev Shabbos. I had a few guys that came over today, went through it. It was absolutely awesome. So anybody that's interested in meat platters, fish platters, fired up. That absolutely made my Shabbos. A covered Shabbos Kodesh.
Wow. But before you get to your Shabbos, anything else, that brings back bad memories for me because although we had Fired Up was awesome on Thursday night, but the volleyball championship, Fired Up was there with all the amazing food. My team, Rides to Fly, got to the championship that night. 5 game series championship, amazing for the league. We were up 2 games to 0 and up 4-0 in game 3. And we ended up losing the championship in 5 games to an amazing team led by Menachem Braun and Zev Kluger and all his guys. And they knocked us out. We were the champions. We are the reigning champs. And
Yeah,
we
Cuff
thought we
and
had
Co
it.
knocked you out. That was probably the best night of volleyball that our
Yes,
league has seen.
yes.
I mean, the playoff games, 2020, 2020, the
Crazy,
21. It was
crazy.
it was it
21,
was
20.
crazy game to get to you. Then you take the 2 games to 0 lead over Cuff and Co, who fought over No
No, they did
Joe.
not. They did
To,
not
to,
give up. And this is a lesson for everybody. It's not over till it's over. They were down. 2-0, down 4-0 with a 15 gamer. It was over, and they just fought. They got the momentum. We can never get it back.
Yeah, that was a absolutely great night. We had Mendy Rosen there with his son,
The
and
flamingo.
great food by Fired Up. It was really a great night, and that was absolutely volleyball. Anybody interested next season? I mean, this year the talent at the volleyball was
Crazy,
top
crazy.
notch. It was every game, every team felt they could win. It was really a great season, and it ended off with a great championship game Thursday night. We had food. The championship series was 2 games to 2 games, and the last game at 14-13 with 15. The winner at 15. So even the last game went down to the wire. So that was congratulations to Cuff and Co. And Yitz, you got to revamp that team a little for next season.
You know, the only guy who's probably smiling is Robinson because he wasn't there. So it's like, oh, they need me. They need me. Oh man. But
All
anyway,
right,
as he said,
we
the
got a
wrap up was
lot.
a great season.
Yeah, it
It
was
was a great season.
great
But we got
season.
we got softball now to talk about.
Yeah, so you know what? It's now that we're winding down the regular season, and we're gonna start talking about the playoffs. But I think we both have some thank yous, some player recognitions, not just from on the field. I think it's important that we're there by 95% of the games. We're there a lot, and there's a lot of players that come to the games that help us in different ways that don't get the acknowledgement. It doesn't mean it's not just only stats on the field. There's a lot of off field help that we get, a lot of positive feedback, a lot of encouragement, and just different players really helping that players don't know. So, firstly, I want to thank Yaakov Kahana. Yaakov Kahana is
Yes.
our, always here to help us, helps with the scheduling. Anytime there's rules questions or anything that we ever need, Yaakov Kahana deserves a big time shout out for helping us from the beginning of the season before it starts with organizing teams, organizing schedules, or anything that needs organization. They're not coming to
Oh,
me.
yeah, yeah. I mean, he's the administration of the league. That's for sure.
Yeah, so a big
Sure.
shout out to him. And then, of course, to Ellie Race. Last year when we took over the league, the MSL, Ellie Race became the voice, became the Rakinator, and it continues to the season. I believe he's a big part of what
Yeah,
the positive
what
that's going on.
That's funny. Ellie Ray's literally, I was just talking to you, messaged me about 10 minutes ago. I'm like, Ezzy, hold up. I got to hear his voice note. And he's like, I checked the weather for tomorrow. I think we could get the game in. I'm ready to go down and work on the field. I mean, he's all over the place. So without Ellie Race, even volleyball, he didn't play in the league this year, but he came down and, he does the lights, he does everything. The league doesn't go. This is definitely without Ellie Race. He's also on the mic always. I mean, everybody sees him there, and he's a team guy, 100% team guy, not me first. It's always team, team, team. Yes, he wants his stats when he plays, but he's a team player, and we love Ellie Race for sure. So that's a great call, Ellie Race.
Anyways,
So
then
yeah,
we have
we have the insiders. I don't know if they want people to know who they are. So do we mention who they are? I don't know.
we know who they
It's like
are. They know who they are. So that's enough. But the insiders are tremendous to us. They're always giving us ideas. They're keeping the league fresh with inside scoops and what's going on, and we appreciate it. I think the players in the league appreciate it when they have breaking news and different things going on. So
so now
they
they
know
know
who
before
we.
us.
Yep, they know we know who they are. So really, a thank you to the Inside Scoop guys. We appreciate it. We appreciate them coming to the games and being very active in the league as a whole to keep it exciting, fresh, and putting out all the exciting news. Kirsch, let's mention Kirsch,
Sure.
right? It's Kirsch is taking stats, coming to the
Yeah.
games, and it's a big help to us. I know he's excited about fall ball coming up, so we're excited that he'll be a part of that. But he gets a big thank you for helping us out and with the stats and just different things that go on running a league. So that's
Yeah, it's a big deal. We had Kirsch this year doing the stats. A lot of teams were new to Game Changer. Kirsch would do it for both sides. So he really helped a lot of teams out, that's for sure. We thank Kirsch for always coming down. He wasn't a regular on a team. He was a sub. We got him into some games, but he was heavily involved in the league. So the regular season wouldn't have happened. It was definitely enhanced because of Kirsch.
yeah, 100%. Then we have Yitzy Rosen who's, he's Maratim, captain, but also with regard to us and giving us what's going on within the league and just different advice and different points. He's a very good person that's always in our ear in a positive way, just helping us run us and along with his brother Mendy, who's a great sponsor who comes down to the games. Just Yitzi and Mendy are just positive guys, and for
Yeah,
us
so I'll
that
add.
we have a lot on our plate. Those guys really help us.
I'll definitely add a few things about them. So Yitzi Rosen is great because he's so level-headed. You want to bounce things off him about anything. It's always a level-headed answer. Again, it's more league first, how things should be run, what changes can be made, but it's always level-headed. It's no rash decisions. And again, major team player. Mendy Rosen, besides being at the games, he's great on the live stream. I mean, my mother's been. I'm a little scared, but there's conversations. He's always on it. He's pumping guys up on it. He's watching games. Besides sponsoring, he's just great for the league. He comes to the games. He always has good stuff to say. He's a great advocate of the league. That's for sure. We see it in other chats.
Yeah, he's helped us in different
And
ways. Absolutely.
so yeah, he deserves a big thank you for sure for all that. Goes without saying. I know Yishai's in Israel now. Maybe he's back, but Yishai also another guy great for the league. Always brings drinks, brings food for everybody. He's a pump up guy. He's the energy of the league. We miss him the last month. He'll be back soon, but definitely someone I do not want to forget.
Yes, and
Some
fans,
of the
and
others,
talking about fans, you have the Friedman brothers, Dovey
OJ,
and Ben and Gabe Bergman. Just great guys. They come around to the games. They come around to talk to us. Just they have a great feel for what's going on in the league. But it's always nice when guys are interested in the league and they're there and they have positive things to say. And even if the suggestions, I listen to Dovey, Ben, and Gabe. Gabe always has different things about betting lines and everything. But it's fun to have them at the games and things like that. So they're also just there's also a guy I want to throw a shout out to, Pariser. He's not a player,
Oh,
but I got
Woody
to give him a
Parrish.
shout. We got to give him a shout
Yeah,
out. He comes to the games. He's fun. He gets into the umpire's ears sometimes,
he
even as a
does.
fan. But we love Pariser. We love him. Great kid. He plays in our MSL junior
Basketball.
basketball league. So I want to give him a shout out as well.
For sure. He watches
Let's
your stuff too.
yeah, he's great. And then from teams wise, a big thank you to Uri and Precision. I think it has to be mentioned here. They are a team that you see them getting it together. You see a foundation being put, but sometimes when teams struggle with W's, the team stops showing up, and all of a sudden it's like, oh, we only have 7 guys, we only have 8 guys. We never had that problem with that team. So it's a big thank you to Uri and to the whole team as a whole that they fought throughout the whole
Yeah.
season.
And
That they
we've seen in the past teams that are out of it, they start forfeiting games. It's
yeah,
happened year after year after year. It's the story of time. And Uri has brought his team no matter what their record is, no matter who the opponent is. They're fighting for every out. They're fighting for every win. They're upset when it back. Some teams were like, okay, we're out of it. Who cares if there's a bad call against us? It doesn't matter. No, they're coming. They're playing. There's no walkovers with them anymore. And yeah, it's a big testament to Uri and the entire team. The
yeah,
entire
a
team.
100%. They're good players. They have good chemistry on the team. Good foundation players. It's definitely something to build on. And Steve Kornbluth,
Shopsy, the
coach.
veteran.
Shopsy always Shopsy. Sometimes he gets overlooked because hate saying his age or everything, but Shopsy's been playing great. He definitely taking care of that hot corner there, hitting as young as he's 20 years old again. Shopsy, and you have P Missile, and you have Stillman, and you had the Vidowitz, and you have King as a pitcher. Yeah, I'm sure I know I'm forgetting
Big
a bunch of
Daddy.
players. Big Daddy. So there's a nice core there, but it's a big thank you from me and Yitz to the team that you show up and you play hard every game, which leads to also Coach K, Steve Kornbluth, did a great job with his team. It's also he's building it the right way. He has a great group of guys, and we appreciate him. All that he does. Getting that team to come play. They play hard. They play hard every time, and also you see a team that's being coached well, and we expect them. Take the next step next year.
Same as Double R took this year.
Yeah, double R again. It's
Next
great to
step.
see these teams like you see it. You see they're not a top 14 now. They're not top, but you can see them, another year or two just building the right way with the right players, right chemistry, and they will
Right
get there. There's
leadership.
no question about it. Absolutely, absolutely. So that was just, some
Yeah. I
recognition
mean, I'm
from
sure we
players
left
and
out some
teams.
people.
Yeah, you always leave out guys, so we apologize before we get any slack for anything. But everybody, me and yet, season winding down before the playoffs, and it's going to be a great playoffs. We're going to get into that shortly. But me and Yitz have a big, Carson type appreciation to everybody that's added to our league that helps us and that's involved in any way. We're always listening and we're looking to
You
improve the
know,
league and keep it going in the best way
Morty
possible.
Kahana with the stats, Dovin Nimni, just trying to think of guys
Mhm.
who, Nimni always with the scheduling and everything like that. He's
Yeah, and he
always on
always helps
top
us
of
in
everything.
volleyball when we need. He's
Yeah,
just, yeah, there's a lot of guys, and me and you say it all the
great
time
league,
that we have a
great
great,
guys,
great
great
group of
league.
guys, a competitive
Yep.
league with a great group of guys, and let's keep that going, and we appreciate it all. So yes, let's
All
get
right,
into what's going on in our
playoffs.
league. What's going on
So
with the regular
let's
season
go
winding
now.
down?
This is the final week of the season coming up. So Yaakov Kahana spent a lot of time last week on the tiebreakers. Not easy. There's a lot of scenarios that could go on. Yaakov Kahana worked on it. We have them all ready for you. We're gonna do it very quickly as we know the teams in the playoffs, but now we know where they could finish up with the last few games left. Tomorrow night, Ellie Race promised the game's gonna happen. Huge, huge game between Maraktim and Jules by DK. Now, according to Yaakov Kahana, Maraktim could still finish first, but they could also drop to third. That could still
Wow,
happen. And Jules is right now third, but they could finish fourth or all the way up to first. That could
wow.
still happen with one game left, which
I
is
saw the
amazing.
roster. I saw the roster for
How is it?
Jules.
How
It's
is it?
it's 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 there. I think maybe missing one top player, two, well, but it's pretty. I
Wow.
think Stragi's going to be on the mound actually.
Okay.
Shmuel can't be there tomorrow night, but you're talking about we're coming to play. We're coming to
Yeah, I mean,
play.
we should. And
Yeah.
you know what? Worst case scenario is this is a second round matchup. It could be.
Mhm.
So you guys want to know how you fare against them. So that's a huge game. I'm really looking forward to. I hope it doesn't get rained out. I have nothing else to do tomorrow. That better happen tomorrow night. We have RSK right now is in the 2 seed. They could finish first with Marakdam losing and some other things happening. Probably finish two. They can't go lower than two. They could finish one. MJ could only finish 3 or 4 right now. So do they want to play? Now it's up to them who they want to play, but they have a tough game Monday night against RSK. So
Wow.
that's an important for both teams. EYG is either can finish 5 or 6. They can't finish higher than 5, lower than 6. Consumer's interesting. This is where it gets interesting. Consumer could finish as high as 5, as low as 8 still.
Wow.
They have, I
Last
think,
year's
3 games left.
championship team could fall as low as 8. Wow.
Crazy. That's crazy. We have MS Motors could finish 6 through 8, and Double R 7 through 8, 9, 7 through 8, and Cobra is locked into the 8, 9. So Cobra is whether the 8 or 9 doesn't matter. They might
So
be
that's the playing game. That's going to
the
be
playing game,
that's going
but
to be
some big
terrific.
things. I mean, Consumer 5 through 8. That's a huge difference.
Wow.
If you're
Wow.
the 1 seed and Consumer ends up 8, I mean, whoa, what's going on? Right?
Because consumer has it in them.
Oh,
They're
for sure.
champions, right? It's
Yeah.
Flax and the Rosenbergs and this and they're a championship
Absolutely.
team. So
Oh, yeah.
you definitely don't want to play them in the first round.
No one wants to play Consumer in the first round. I don't think teams want to play EYG in the first round. But
Yeah.
Consumer could play games with people right now, finishing 5 through 8.
Yeah.
That's what it's looking at. The tiebreakers are all there. Maraktim, if they win, they get it. I'm not going to go into exact tiebreakers, but that's just with one game left for most teams. So many things could happen, and I'm really looking forward to it, especially tomorrow night. That's big. Everybody should come out to watch that game, unless someone's making us see them. We're not having any meat there, but we're definitely looking forward to that game.
Maybe
Some
fired up to
great.
bring a fish platter.
That's right. That's right. So the playoffs are due to start next week, Monday, right after Tisha B'Av, I think. There's going to be games probably Monday, definitely Tuesday, Wednesday of next week as well, and then the following Sunday, and hopefully the first round ends by then, and we move on, and we get everything rolling to the championship and then to fall ball, which we said, starting early September, major, 8 teams this year, which is a nice increase from last year's 6. Some great players are in it again. It should be really good.
That's
Um,
always fun. Like it's funny how really guys, the players look forward to that. Throughout the season, you play on a competitive team. You're coming with your team, your guys who you always play with. Every play is a big deal. When it comes to football, it's like you get to breathe a little. Just have a good
yeah,
time with the guys, with different players. Different personalities, and sometimes you play with a guy, you're like, wow, you didn't realize how good he was, or I didn't realize how bad he was. But it just but you get to meet and play with different personalities on more a fun atmosphere. So guys really enjoy
looking
that.
forward. Do we want to like start like do you want to trigger some people right now?
Let's see. Are you
There's
going
always,
into? Do you want to throw out MVP and Cy Young talk? Do we
I
really want
think
to
I think
do
it's
it?
time. I
Do we
think it's
really want to
time.
do it?
I think
Yes.
we
You know
need I,
what?
I think we need a like was it a spark plug? What's it called? We want to light the fire under some people. Get some
I see. Yes, I
conversations
see. I
going.
see you have it in you. I see. I'm not gonna. If I say no, you can do it anyway. So you know what? Let's talk MVP.
We're going to talk about
We
some awards now. Now, obviously, we don't know who's winning it because we're not up to that part of it yet. But we have not we, but the captains have
So what was the
narrowed.
process? Let's go back to the process, everybody understands, and then let everybody know where it started and where we're holding now. And maybe we'll let some players, we'll throw some names out there for who's left.
That's right. So we're not going to talk about Gold Glove because that we know was players voting, families, all that. We're not going to talk about that. We're going to talk about strictly MVP Cy Young. So the way the process works is that Kamish Kahana, he asks all the captains to nominate players, could be from their team, from other teams, but nominate players who you think should be in the MVP running. He goes to the captains. The captains all come with their nominations. Some come with 5, some come with 2, some come with 4 from their own team, some come with 0 from their own team and 3 from other teams. But bottom line, the captains come with their nominees. They're all put into a spreadsheet, and we have it all there. All the captains see it, and that's the first process. You're coming in. He gives you a few days after the majority of the games are played, and you put down for MVP and Cy Young. The captains put down all their candidates. Again, you could nominate 10 guys from your team. You can nominate 0. I know if I was captain this year and I wanted to, I can nominate 4 guys from Jules if I wanted. If I felt no one on my team was, I'm not a captain. I didn't do it, but I'm saying that's how it works. After we have all the nominees, the captains then vote to narrow it down to 5. And that's what we're holding now. That means the captains took all those nominees, blind vote. No one knows who they voted for. It was private. It went straight to Yaakov Kahana, and it got narrowed down to 5. So let's say it started with 30 nominees. There's 12 teams. It might have been 30. It might have been 35. I don't know. It's down to 5. That means these are the 5 guys who had the most votes, not in order, just had the most votes. We'll mention those 5 now. But after that, we have these 5. Then each captain picks 3 from these 5 in order of 1, 2, and 3. And then it's a point system, right? He has 7 first place votes. Let's say first place votes are worth 5. He has 3 second place votes, and so on until we have the winner. So that's how it goes. It's a 3-step process. We finished the first process, and we narrowed it down now to the 5 guys who are the
Yes. Do you
final
want
nominees.
to? Do you want to say no particular order? Do you want to even throw it
I don't
out
know
there?
the
Which
order. I just know the 5. There is no
right?
order. I just know the
Exactly.
5
There's no
guys.
order. So
So
yes, I'm
I'm
gonna throw it out there.
You could do the Cy Young. I'll do the MVP. So the 5 guys who are left standing, and this is going to cause some talk. That's for sure. And we're going to hear pros and cons for each guy. I'm sure. And
Which
you
is
know what?
always
That's great.
healthy. It's
Great.
fine. It happens in all the leagues. But ultimately, our captains have decided this, and it's good for discussion. If guys were left off, you know what, go for it next season. But this is great for the league, great for
I,
everything. So throw it out
I'm
there. Don't
thinking
make
like
just throw it out there. Yes, throw it out there.
I know, but I'm thinking like if I throw it out now, we're gonna, oh my gosh, this guy didn't make it, as opposed to waiting to give the winner, and they're like, why? How come the guy didn't win? I don't know what's worse. Oh my gosh, there's gonna be some. Okay, fine. I'm gonna mention it. Are we sure? Has he?
Yeah,
See
you
what
know
I
what?
we should do it?
Let's be honest, they're all great players. So it's
Well,
I don't
yeah,
think anybody's on
no,
this
no,
list that is on there that people can say they don't deserve. The question is, hey, maybe this player, maybe
correct.
that player. And listen, ultimately, there's only one MVP,
Every
so there's always going to be
so
people
so
left off.
so everybody has different ways to vote. If I had a way, I'm just gonna say it before. If I had a way to vote, I have my own things. Like, do I go by the team's record? Do I go by stats? Do I go by how the team plays without a guy? Every captain, and that's what's the beauty of this thing, has their own subjective way of voting. So if a player's name's not there, the captain just didn't think he didn't fit that criteria. So anyway, if you get angry at someone, get angry at captains.
So here we
Not
go,
me.
Yitz. Throw it out there.
So here are the 5 guys left standing that will now be voted on by the captains. They are from Jules by DK, Joe Soria.
Great player.
From Jules by DK, Yossi Rosenberg.
Great player.
From MS Motors, Levi Chamowitz.
Great player.
From RSK, Max Nussbaum.
Great player.
And the final ones from EYG, Morty Jacobowitz.
Morty's
These
a
are the
great shortstop, hits the ball hard. All top players. Let's be honest, they're all top players.
They're all top players. I know this is going to trigger a lot of people. I know it.
Let it go. But
Wow.
okay, that's what it was. That's 5, and let's be honest, everyone could stand on their own. And
Everyone has
if
their
any of them win
merits.
the MVP,
Okay.
you always say, why not this guy? Why not that guy? So they're all great candidates, and we have a strong league. So good luck to the 5
There's
remaining and
5.
standing.
Congratulations to the 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, congratulations to the 5. If you're the final 5, that's amazing. If you even nominated, and you're not going to know who you are, but a lot of guys were nominated.
Yes.
Mostly they were all deserving. But congratulations to the final 5. Now we'll see who the winner is.
Yeah.
In a few weeks.
Yeah, and then we
Okay.
have Cy Young. Cy Young went through the same process. It's captains throwing in who they thought, whether it's somebody on their team, another team, same exact process, and we're down to the final 4.
Four.
Down to the final 4 Cy Young candidates. We have the pajama pant pitcher getting a lot of love this year, pitching terrific. He's found
Sure
his
did.
way, figured out a way to get the wins, helping a team get to the playoffs. So pajama pant pitcher, the dentist.
He pitched most of their games. He pitched, well,
Yeah,
if not
yeah, he
all.
pitched a
That's a
lot of the
big thing.
games, and he won
That's a
some
big
big
deal.
games to them. So he's there.
Yeah.
Then you have Zevi Semanowitz, who's pitching to a great ERA with a great team of Moroccan, first place as of right now. So Zevi's pitched great. He's another candidate. And then we have Moish Nussin, who's always over the last 2 seasons we've mentioned here a few times that he's just a consistent. When he's on the mound, his team's in the game. He keeps them in the games. His team helps him out behind him. But Moish Nussin is another candidate for Cy Young.
Houdini. We call
And
Moish
then,
Houdini.
and then the 4th is, of course, the commish Yitz, pitching for RSK, another top team. So Yitz has won it a few times. I know Zevi won it maybe 20 years ago, which is amazing that he's still up there. And then you have Moish Nussin and the Dints for the final 4 candidates for Cy
The
Young.
captains all put this out there. And then there were other candidates as well. We're not going to mention them, but there were other candidates.
Yeah.
It went down to this process, and we got the final 4.
I wish
Congratulations.
I wish even for the MVP candidate we could list who is named, because some people are like, how come a lot of players were on this list. So congratulations to all the players. We're not going to name everybody, but there are a lot of players and a lot of discussion. There's a lot in the captain's chats. There was a lot of discussions of what they should be looking at, what stats over history of the player, games played, and a lot of different conversations. And I appreciated the captains. Putting their time in, trying to fighting for the player, but fighting for the right guy also. And what are we looking at? So we appreciate all the captains' work in that. and their involvement in Cy Young. So congratulations to all the nominees and also to all the finalists of Cy Young and MVP. So we have a
All
lot,
right.
lot of stuff going on. It's gonna be a great, great week this week. The final week of regular season, and then playoffs. I think this year is going to be the most insane playoff. I think the matchups.
I mean, last year was
It,
crazy. Last year was nuts. How can it be
it was
better? But
nuts,
you know what?
and I say it. I say it, there were like 4 or 5 teams I think are on top, but I think the teams, the let's say the 6, 7, 8 are pesky enough. They can win any of those. They may not be
100%.
favored, but they're pesky
100%.
enough to beat the top teams.
Any one of them. Any
So
one of
I
them.
think it's going to be absolutely amazing playoffs and some great stuff to look forward to.
All right. So another episode. Looking forward to. We don't know when we'll do the next one. Again, maybe the Guinness episode. From our beach cheers.
We'll figure that one out.
All right,
All
guys.
right,
We'll see you
Gits.
soon.
Always
Until
great.
then, take care, guys.